Why do people endure abuse? Why would a woman who have been repeatedly abused by a man in a relationship remain in that relationship? I've had the privilege to have conversation about this subject with people who have experienced abuse. There are several reasons that you would deem justifiable, and I'm going to go through some instances with you. There are cases where having children in the equation makes the situation very complicated, so that a woman feels like, I don't know what I'm going to do, or I don't know what is going to happen to my children if I leave this relationship. The fear of losing custody of the children, or maybe an attempt to leave, might trigger extreme violence or stalking, or maybe a threat to the children or to the family. Another instance would be financial dependence. This is when the man controls 100% of the money. He provides the shelter, he provides transportation, he provides the food, such that the woman would have to think twice before she makes any decision. How do I feed myself? How do I feed the children? How do I sleep? Where do I sleep tonight? How do I move around? How do I sustain myself and the children if I leave this relationship? What about women that are stuck in the cycle of abuse? And here's what I mean by a cycle of abuse. Tension builds up in the relationship. The woman gets abused. The man apologizes. He becomes affectionate. He buys flowers. He buys gifts. And he promises never to do it again. And there's peace for some time until tension builds again and the cycle just continues. But here is what you need to know. Over 75% of women in abusive relationships saw that abuse or experienced that abuse at the very beginning of the relationship, but they stayed in the relationship anyways. When you look at the mirror and reject yourself, when you're not proud of what you see, when you don't truly understand the worth of the person looking back at you in the mirror, there's a greater tendency for you to endure abuse. Let me give you an example. The way I would treat a penny or a dime is completely different from how I'm going to treat a $100 bill. I can intentionally forget the penny in the grocery checkout, but I can't do that with a $100 bill. I keep my $100 bills neatly in my wallet. The value that you place on anything determines how you treat it and how you let other people treat it. It is true for a penny and a $100 note. It is also true for yourself as a human being.